Hey friends, it's Kip Icon, and welcome back to Kip Plays DanganRonpa. In the last episode, we're in Chapter 4, and a murder has occurred. Wait, did I ever check this up here? I'm wondering if there might be a coin for checking that, because it's kind of out of the way. No? Oh, you can't even check the screen in this room. That's interesting. Alright, anyway, we're going to finish up investigating the scene of the crime, shall we? And we're going to start with this magazine holder back here. That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Okay, I'm not gonna look at those. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Is that where the blood was vomited? Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf blood stain has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. You know, I'd be interested to find out if any of the kids have any wounds or any cuts. That might not even be Sakura's blood. It's a locker, right? Huh, the locker's open, and there on the inside, it's a handprint? Oh, there's a couple of handprints.
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? It looks like somebody touched the inside of the locker and it left a handprint in all the dust.
True.
And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So does that mean that they were hiding in the locker and whenever we broke the door open, they escaped somehow? But that doesn't seem likely. We would have noticed, right? I mean, we're all looking at Sakura and the locker's behind Sakura. It's also really far away from the door. It's on the opposite side of the room. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Huh? Why not?
Hey.
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh, I see it now. Yeah, and I see the bottles too. I see the, let's see, Q, right? Yeah. So I see the broken bottle behind her, the bottles on the shelf, the locker is open, and the candy wrappers on the floor. I thought that was a little handkerchief covered in blood at first, but those are just the little red dots, polka dots on it. Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we'd opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint was added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then
you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. That's true. I guess we're done here then, so R? Yeah. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. You think? Instead of going to investigate? I would have thought that they would have gone to investigate stuff, right? Tab is run? Oh no, tab is the map. Oh. This will help me find who I'm looking for, right? Who am I looking for? Tagami. Alright. Here we go. This is Byakuya's room. It has nothing to do with the... Oh, right. Duh. He was just in the room I left. Oh my gosh. Alright. No, not... Oh. Of course. Sorry. You're not Toko. Are you? Yeah, you're Toko. This overlay does not help me at all, actually. I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds... There she is. Huh?
Who's there?
Ah, the most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
What do you want? You said you wanted to talk to me about something? I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? It was kind of obvious before anyway. Look at her tiny little hands. She either has a huge, gigantic head or tiny little hands or both, and I'm loving it. Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Gosh dang it, Toko, was it you? Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. No, it's not good enough. Why don't you tell us what the note said, Toko? Toko's account has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Alright, let's see Harry Hagi. Where you at, dog? Here we go. I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds...
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Do you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. What? How'd you know about that, man? What, did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me yourself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. Oh no. So you did meet with her. Well then tell us what happened. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura?
Got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. It sounds like you definitely did do that.
Actually,
the last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office. That doesn't seem true.
Don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Oh my gosh, come on now. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Uh-oh. That's not a good sign.
Huh?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket. Well, it's not like we didn't see it and we didn't know exactly what it was.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Oh, and Hina said that she took it to her room from the warehouse, so the only place he could have gotten that was either from Hina or, Sakura.
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so I heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that... Oh, right, the chem lab. Maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab, so where should I start? Obviously, we gotta go to the chem lab. It's on the new floor, right? I'm pretty sure. Data lab. What's around this way? Oh, just classrooms. Okay. Okay. I'm like, which of these icons says chemistry to me the most? I just so happen to be really close to it. Oh, what is that? There's yellow stuff all over the floor. Oh, it looks like a bottle broke? Lots of broken bottles in this case. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Listen, I am not your slave like Toko, okay? Alright, let's see, what is there to look at here? Really? Only those two things? Have we checked this? This is one of the monitors Monokuma appears on. Being scared of it won't do any good. I'm better off just ignoring it completely. Okay, good. I got a coin. I guess I hadn't checked that. Alright, well I guess... Have I checked this then? Yeah, we got it! Alright. Alright, what's happening over here? There's yellow powder all over the floor, broken bottle, broken glass. This isn't my first time seeing this shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. Oh, A, B, C. Oh, it said Chem A. A2, A something like that, right? I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Someone obviously already did. These are footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Well, let's go chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long I drawn up a sketch of the room. Okay. So how's this? Well, let's take a look at it. There's powder spilled in front of the 3 cabinets, A, B, and C. There's the bottle that broke. There's the exit and the desk, and what is that in the corner there? So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. For me? So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints had only had business at the leftmost shelf. Right, the thing did say Chem A something. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
Certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? What? We could probably show the bottom of our shoe to show it. No!
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? You wanted us to be the murderer? But with how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these prints are a really valuable clue. Why don't we just bring everybody in here and have them all compare their shoes? Okay, so what all can we look at in this view here? Oh, lots. Okay, let's start with A. Let's see, what's on this shelf? There are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. Oh, I see. Something's wrong already. There's one that says Chem C-9 there, and it has a skull and crossbones on it. While the other ones are all in white bottles, that one's an orange bottle, kind of like the bottle that's broken on the floor. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C-9. Could someone have put it here on accident? That's interesting. So on this shelf it looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. Those look like they're all the same thing and they all say B. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What, do you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
In the words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. On this shelf is... one look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. Yeah, they all say C, except for the one on the right, but they all have the yellow skull and crossbones or a skull and crossbones on them. One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A, but what concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was a bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. Chem Lab's shelf has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. And this is what I really wanted to see. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C-4. Would you like to hear something interesting? It was on the 4th floor this morning. Or I was on the 4th floor this... Sorry, I'm giving him Kyoko's accent for some weird reason. I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at that point this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right, it could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is when it happened, it must be related to the case somehow. The source of the powder has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Anything else we need to look at here? Oh. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. So the thing was dropped by the C shelf. You can tell because it has a directional explosion of where the powder went. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. Also, the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle was labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had to have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Alright. We'll do that. Oh, I see. The thing in the drawing that I wondered what it was just all the other stuff in the room. Alright, 3rd floor, right? I keep pressing tab thinking it's gonna be sprint, but that's not the case. Where am I going? If I press tab, I'll be able to know. The art room? Dang, that feels like forever ago that we were doing that case. Oh, here we go. Gosh, I wonder if that window's gonna be broken like that for the whole rest of the game as a reminder of all this that happened. So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro had told me. I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Let's start with the body, I guess. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from
Just a
Sakura's
second.
body. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey.
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to, although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it. That's totally normal. Then how can you...
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. Are you the ultimate mortuary employee? What? Sorry, never mind. More importantly, look here. Wait, what does that mean though? You've got to elaborate on that. Are you a killer too? I don't know what to expect from these characters anymore. Oh, Sakura had that powder on her shoe. Was it Sakura's footprints then? Her shoes? You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder has been added to the truth bullet section of
Hey.
your handbook. Next is the wound to her head. Look
It's
carefully.
true.
Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just
It
explain.
would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. Oh no, what? 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting
Correct.
thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I can't believe she was able to learn all of that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Interesting. Magazine rack, right, is the next one? Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Oh, isn't that Princess Piggles that, what's his name likes? Oh, what is his name? Oh my goodness gracious. He talks like this. Man, I can't believe I forgot his name and it's gonna drive me crazy. I've got to look in my report card. Hifumi! I cannot believe that I forgot his name. Well, I mean, I only did one of his free time events, so I guess I can kind of believe it. Huh, this magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said, Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So,
It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. Oh no, and it said Toko! I'm sorry, I guess I just kind of glazed over that for some reason. But wait, really? A dying message.
However.
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, is that? That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Oh, we can't go jumping to that conclusion, can we? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It is interesting that the first dying message was written upside down, and then this quote-unquote dying message is written in a magazine that's then put upside down. I wonder if that's just a coincidence, or... It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Magazine dying message has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Interesting. The other one was the bottles, right? I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new.
hey,
I didn't see anything different. So, did you figure it out? Well, I guess if I had to make a guess, we found out that Sakura was hit in the head twice, and it looks like there are 2 bottles missing from the top of the shelf there, if we are to believe that they were originally spaced equidistant from each other. There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. Well, yeah, because there are also 5 different types of chess pieces. A correlation. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
so,
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. Right, because if you all come to the same conclusion, then you know it's probably right. And it's not just because you don't trust me. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Well, I guess you can't really trust anyone in this situation. It's not smart to. Monokuma bottle has been updated in the truth bullet section of your handbook. Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? An experiment?
Anyway.
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces, too. Huh? Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. It sounds so... I'm sorry I'm so bad at accents. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting. Oh, is that Kyoko again? Yeah. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced. You know, I guess maybe the chest pieces might weigh slightly differently, but only slightly.
In other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out, or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. Oh, it weighs more, huh? Well, that's probably because there's more glass than just from the one bottle, right? Because she said she had 2 wounds to the head. We just don't know where the other chest piece is. The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles, put it all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Monokuma bottle experiment has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I mean, I feel like that was a pretty obvious conclusion to come to, right? Oh no, that means it's time for the class trial, right?
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
Oh, I was about to say, yeah, I guess it is a different message this time.
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I?
You're gonna do it anyway, so go ahead.
Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school.
Ay, ay, ay.
See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Wow, it just brings us right to the red door here, right? Well, I guess we know what we're gonna have to do in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching, friends. I have been and I'll continue to be Kip Icon. I'm really sad, by the way, that Sakura is gone. I really, really liked her, and it did seem like she was trying to, you know, repent and change your ways for being the spy. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching. I have been and I'll continue to be Kip Icon as long as you, friends, continue to follow your drams. Bye!